Hey again! So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys the rest of the pre-owned anime figures and merchandise that I've picked up in the last month. This is actually the second part to the entire haul. All of the new things are in the first video, which I'll put up here, and all the pre-owned stuff will be in this one. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first up, we have a 1/7 Jeanne d'Arc in her heroic spirit dress. This is an Aniplex figure and her retail price is around 12,000 yen. She cost me 15,000 yen from Ami, which I feel like I overpaid for, but Jeanne looks so beautiful and elegant here. I was initially a little worried that because her outfit was all black that the figure wouldn't stand out, but actually it looks really nice because of the way that the light catches all the different folds in her dress. Speaking of which, the dress sculpt is lovely. The rest of the sculpt is really nice as well. I love the flow in the dress and in her braid and the ribbons. It's all really nice. I think the transparent bit on her shoulders is kind of cool, but it doesn't look like fabric. Like on the craft essence, it's a bit darker, and I think they could have done a bit better here with the texture and the details on this bit. Maybe something more like the Maki Alta figure. The base is fairly simple and maybe a bit on the tacky side, and it's a little too big for my liking. It takes up a lot of space. Overall, would I recommend her? Yes, for her original retail price, but probably a no to the inflated aftermarket price. For some reason, Aniplex exclusives always shoot up in the aftermarket. It's super annoying. And like, I'm not sure if the price is worth it, because for less, for like 12,000 yen, you can pre-order a bunch of amazing FGO formal figures at the moment. But I did open my wallet and pick her up because Jeanne is one of my favorites. I'm sorry, I feel like I talked a lot of shit about this figure. I think you're lovely. I'm sorry, I love you. I've got Fate Grand Order Material 6. I think I picked this one up from Mandarake. So I'm trying to collect all of these. I have 1 to 5. These are really nice collector volumes for the Fate Grand Order mobile game, and in it, it's basically about a bunch of servants, but it'll have their game stats, their concept art. Next up, we've got a Miku Taito figure. This is the second season spring. I'm sure most people know how stunning Taito's prize Miku figures are and how affordable they are, and they're great for the price. In my opinion, this design is the best. Maybe a tie with the Halloween one, that one's super cute as well. But I've actually been hunting for this one for a while, so when I saw her up on Preowned Ami, I had to snatch her up. So this Miku figure does have a few scuffs and paint imperfections, but I would expect that given the price. I think she was about 2,000 yen. The best thing about this prize figure is definitely her design. It is so cute. The bunny ears, all the adorable ruffles on her costume are precious, and even though the paint job is fairly basic, the figure just looks amazing, and that's just how strong the design is. I also want to mention how cute and lovely her face is. What can make or break a prize figure is just, does the face look derpy? And oh my god, she looks beautiful. Her eyes are amazing. The base is super cute too. And yes, obviously I would recommend this figure. She is so cute, she is stunning, and you're getting something really cute for the price. Yeah, there might be a few defects, but you really can't complain for the price. This Miku is definitely like S rank in like the prize Miku tier list. Next up, another Miku. We have the 2014 Racing Miku Nendoroid here. This one was 5,000 yen off Ami Preowned. In my opinion, 2014 Racing Miku has one of the coolest designs by far. Her costume design is by Shigeto Koyama, who has done some really cool designs in the past, especially to do with mechs. I also have her scale figure, so I wanted to pick up the Nendoroid because I think it'd be really cute to pose them together. But yeah, let's get her out. I think they did a really nice job translating her design to the Nendoroids, especially with her hair. I think it's really cool that you can display them floating upwards, but also down by her face. She is an older Nendoroid, so she doesn't have too many spare parts here. She's got 2 sets of arms. They're either straight down or they're kind of out to the side. She has 2 sets of side accessories, one with the like turbine thingies and one without. And she's got 2 different back pieces, so one with the cool pink tubes that you can slot into her hands, and the one without. She comes with 2 trophies for the 2 times that Good Smile Racing actually won the championship. Once back in 2011 and then one in 2014, which I think is a cute touch. I feel like she doesn't quite come with enough accessories. She also doesn't come with a car, and most of the other racing Nendoroids do come with a little car. But I can kind of forgive that because I think the design is really cool, and again, she is a bit of an older Nendoroid. Next up, we have another Miku Nendoroid. This time it is the Hatsune Miku line dance version. I don't really see this one around very often, but this is one of my favorite Miku Nendoroids. I've had this on my wish list now for more than a year. I've got an email alert on Mandarake for her, so when I got an email saying she's in stock, I pulled the trigger and picked her up. She initially retailed for about 4,000 yen, and she was a Good Smile store exclusive. I'm in love with the concept of this. I was born in Hong Kong, so growing up, I did see a lot of line dances, and this Nendoroid kind of reminds me of that, and I don't know, it's kind of sweet. She is based on the traditional Chinese line dance, and she comes with a lion that you can actually pose with her. She also comes with a staff. I love how vibrant the colors of her hair are, especially the gradient through it, and just how bright the outfit is. She comes with 3 faceplates, and they are all super cute. I literally could not pick a favorite. You can actually even put the lion's head on Miku herself and pose her that way too. But my favorite accessory here is the Chinese dumpling, which she looks so freaking happy eating, and I totally get it because dumplings are delicious. I would totally recommend picking this up. This is definitely one of my favorite Miku Nendoroids. I think getting the lion is super unique, and I think her eating faceplate is cute enough to justify buying this if you ever see it for a good price. Next up, I've got some Danboards. So Kyoto makes these Revoltech Danboard minifigures, and they often do brand collaborations. And since I have a Danboard collection and I saw a few on AmiAmi, I thought I'd pick them up. So first up, we have one from Tamiya. Tamiya is a Japanese company that manufactures a lot of model kits for cars and other things. Secondly, we have one from Calbee. Calbee is a Japanese snack brand, but they do sell some of their snacks worldwide. So I'm a big fan of the shrimp chips, so I think it's really funny that that's printed on the Danboard. Next, we have one with Japan Post. This one looks super cool and is based off the design of a certain type of parcel you can send in Japan. When I went to Japan, I received my pocket Wi-Fi from a parcel like this, so he reminds me of my trip to Japan, which is kind of cool. Lastly, we have one from Wonder Festival Summer 2014. Wonder Festival is an event in Japan where companies will come to showcase their future figure releases, so I think it's super cool to have a Danboard associated with the event. I don't think any of these were too expensive, less than 1,000 yen each probably. They're brilliant, now I can add them to my Danboard army. Next up, we have this giant Eriri figure from Saekano, How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend. This is a 1/7 scale figure by Max Factory. It originally retailed for 14,800 yen, but now it's going for 24,000 yen on Mandarake, so it's almost doubled. So I pretty much wrote off ever picking her up. She was a bit too expensive. But then I saw someone selling her locally in Australia for 19,000 yen, so I picked her up. This figure is so spectacular. There is so much motion and it is so dynamic. There was so much thought put into the motion of the sculpt, the way the hair strands, her clothes and her jacket, all the way to how her legs are positioned. I also love the added details of the doujin pages, sketchbook, and the other art supplies. It just really makes this figure look that much more interesting. And it's a fantastic nod to her character from the anime. I also really like her face. I feel like it's more detailed than I would usually see for a 1/7 figure. She's even got the tiniest little fang painted on. Honestly, the only downside with this figure is I did have some issues putting her together. You do have to be really careful putting in all the accessories. Other than that, the only other downside for me is the price. 100%, she was worth it for me. She is definitely worth her original price, and I'm even tempted to say that she's worth the like inflated aftermarket price, although it's so much you could just pick up her bunny instead. I think this is one of those figures that went up in price because the figure is just so nice, as opposed to the popularity of the character or the show going up, because her bunny hasn't gone up in price, and like I'm always seeing it on AmiAmi Pre-Owned. And yeah, I am super tempted to pick it up. And also, final note, this one is definitely the best of the 3 Max factories, although I'm very biased. Alright guys, that's everything I wanted to show you from the last month or so. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you all have a nice week. Bye bye!